Amtek Auto, that stock up nearly 2.5% today in trade. Just pull up that counter for you. We're going to be in conversation with the management in just a few seconds from now. But that's how it's performed today. Hasn't been a very good run in terms of either the 5-day, the way it has performed, or the year-to-date, or the 1 year. On a 1-year basis, Amtek, that is down about 13%, but you have BSE Auto up almost 38%. You have on a YTD basis, year-to-date basis as well, Amtek Auto down about 14%. BSE Auto also hasn't performed very well on a YTD basis, down almost half a percentage point. Compare it also with how it has performed versus the broader markets. Amtek Auto, that's down about 13%, but you have a CNX mid-cap which is up about 39%. A very mixed picture in terms of how it's performed versus its peers as well, except for really one counter. The rest of your Amtek Auto's peers have not had a very good run on a YTD basis. You have a Sona Koya, which is down about 4.5%. Amtek Auto 13.5% lower compared with its peers. Motherson Sumi down just below 0.1%. Bosch is the only one that's managed to hold that up almost 11%. Let's discuss then that acquisition that Amtek Auto has made. John Flintham, Senior MD, Amtek Auto, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Flintham, appreciate you taking this quick call. Let's start by just asking you to give us a sense of how much you're going to be paying for this acquisition.
Yeah, good morning. As you're probably aware, we've entered into the SPA to purchase the assets of the Asahi Tec company, which has got 3 units in Japan, 2 units in Thailand, and a strategic joint venture in China. Obviously, we can't release financial information about the deal at this stage. We will close the deal during May. What I can tell you is the revenues for the units are a total of about 2,300 crores a year. We will pay for the deal with a mixture of debt and equity, debt raised locally in Japan, and equity from cash reserves of Amtek.
Okay, so just give us a sense then of how much debt and how much equity, how much debt you will be looking to raise?
That's, as I say, we've got to clarify, and not clarify, we've got to confirm that when we close the deal, so I can't release that at this moment in time.
Okay, but how much debt are you sitting on at this point?
The group is around about 11,000 crores.
Okay. Help us understand by when, you're expecting to close this out. When will this start being, reflecting in terms of your margins, and where are your margins right now, and how much of a boost are you expecting?
Yeah, I think the beauty about this is it's got 2 or 3 strategic advantages. I'll come to the financials in a minute, but obviously, one of the reasons that we're looking to do this is entry into some exciting markets like Japan and Thailand. And obviously, Japan is one of the world's leading manufacturing process technology companies, and we're expecting significant synergies from that to our Indian operations. Thailand, obviously, an entry to a low-cost manufacturing with a large engineering and automotive business. And of course, we're gaining through this deal a low-cost entry to China, which obviously is the largest automotive company in the world at the moment. In terms of what we see at the moment, this is already a solid performing company. This is got good EBITDAs and will contribute immediately when we close. I would suggest that we will close by the end of May. So it will immediately start adding to the revenues of the business. Obviously, the EBITDAs are slightly lower than India. So overall, the consolidated EBITDA that we've been given guidance on is somewhere between 18 and 20, and we still think that is achievable.
Okay, just correct me if I'm wrong, but most of your previous acquisitions, at least your larger ones, have all been in Europe. So this really is you now saying that you're very excited by the opportunity being presented by Asia and the Asian markets. How large is that opportunity? Where are you right now in terms of revenue there?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. This is really the second transformational acquisition we've made in 2 years. The first one being Amtek, which really put us on the map in Germany and Italy and America and Brazil. And this one obviously is in Asia and Japan, which obviously gives us a tremendous global footprint. And we can call ourselves a truly global manufacturing unit once we close this deal out.
How much does Asia as a geography contribute right now in terms of revenues?
Just about zero, not far from zero. So
Okay.
we don't have any manufacturing facilities in that area at the moment, and we don't export to there. So this is purely additional to the group.
Okay, we were just looking at how the stock has performed, Mr. Flintham, on a YTD and a one-year basis, reflective really of how the industry has been performing. But we've heard good comments, for example, from a Maruti yesterday, which says that the FY16 outlook is looking good. What's it looking like in your industry? And give us an outlook for FY16 for Amtek.
Yeah, there's a real mixed bag, and I think you're going to expect me to tell you this. The passenger car market, obviously, Maruti is the number one by a mile, so their results and their performance is very encouraging, and that will certainly help Amtek, who they're our biggest customer. But on the other side, there is a fairly depressed agricultural market. The commercial vehicle market, whilst it has recovered slightly, is still some way below where it was, but it did fall down considerably over the last 12 months. And then the two-wheeler market is also pretty flat. So I think India, we're seeing a pretty flat picture for us in India. Maybe, flat to slightly down in India for the next closure of our financial year, which is September. But we do see that a lot of the things that are being done will benefit come the end of this year and beginning of 16, I think.